Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kyla Nasaya, and you guys are tuned in into, you know what it is. So, I'm currently fixing me something to drink because I'm a little parched. But girl, let's talk, okay? So, give me a second. Let me pour me something to drink and then we're gonna chat, okay? Okay, you guys, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna title this. Or what to even call this, but I do want to start something like girl let's talk or girl let's chat. Get in them comments, tell me which one do you prefer. But I want to connect more with my ladies because I do get a lot of men attention, but I mean, look at me, how could I not? It's been like that my whole life. But seriously, I do want to connect more with my ladies because I am a woman. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I do love women. Hold up. I like y'all as a friend, as a sis, as a girl, what's up? Not on that other level, okay? But I do want to connect more with y'all because, like I said, I do like to talk to women. I like to be around women. If you guys don't know, if you're new to my channel, I used to be a dancer. I'm no longer a dancer. But you know, I just come from the industry. I come from a world where I'm so used to being around all of these girls to where I no longer do that anymore. So now I'm kind of alone. I do have friends, but you know, we all have our own lives to live. I now have a kid. Most of my friends do have children. So basically, just to bring it all back, I want to connect with you guys. And I think I should start getting a little more personal because I have like this image and this persona of like, I just handle my business or whatever. And I like don't have emotions, or I don't really know. But when I kind of look back at my YouTube channel, I just see like I never get personal. I never really talk to you guys, and I want to connect more. Basically, I know I keep saying that, but I do. I want to connect more with my ladies. And I know becoming a mom, I have been able to. I have been seeing some women in my comments, but I think now is the time where I want to open up a little more and let's talk. Let's have a chat. Because I'm lonely now. Like, I'm not around girls 24/7 no more. So here we go. So girl, let's talk. But before we do, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so no, it's not necessarily about red flags. We just gonna talk about sneaky vibes. Sneaky vibes send me red flags. So I'm no longer dating a guy because I was getting sneaky vibes, okay? Sneaky vibes from this guy. And I'm gonna just be open and honest about it. So when I first started dating him, my intuition kept telling me like something not right. Something just not right. Like, he's not going to be loyal to me. He's going to date and talk to other girls. Like, something just didn't feel right. And that's why when we first started talking, it wasn't consistent. Then it became consistent, and then we started consistently dating. But before we started consistently dating, something just kept telling me like, you know, he's talking to somebody else. So I would ask him about it, and he told me no. So I let it go because he told me no. So then when we started getting consistent with dating and talking, something just would not let me be okay with dating him because I just kept feeling like he's sneaky. Something about him is sneaky. And he was such a perfect guy, a gentleman, sweetheart, totally different from what I've ever dated in my life. Seriously. Because, you know, we ain't even going to talk about what I used to like, but totally different. I mean, such a charmer, okay? And he would always, you know, reassure me that he likes me. He want to talk to me. He only is talking to me, dealing with me. Attention is on me, caring for me, all that. Like, he would always give me that reassurance, which I feel is something that I need because words of affirmation is very important for me. I need that reassurance because I do come from a world where basically like I learned the game, and you got to understand, like, coming from that world, I've talked to so many different men, married men, like all these type of men, you know? So for me to be okay in a relationship, I do need reassurance, and I do need words of affirmation to know that we're good. My attention is on you, you know, just those type of things. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like even if you don't come from that type of world that I come from, I feel like every girl, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you can get in them comments and tell me, no, not me, but I feel like every girl loves reassurance. Every girl loves words of affirmation to know that you are beautiful, you are wanted. Like, I just feel like that's normal. But anyway, so that's something that he would do, and it would make me feel so good. But for some reason, y'all, I could not shake the feeling of him just being sneaky and still talking to other girls. So he's telling me like he's not talking to nobody, he's only talking to me, he only dealing with me. But I still get this feeling like something not right. So then I had to really talk to myself and be like, is this past experiences that I have experienced in my life making me feel like he's not going to be loyal and he's talking to other girls? So is it my past experiences messing with me, or is this my intuition? And that's something you really can't get confused. You don't want past trauma to interfere with something that's new, but then you don't want to not listen to your intuition. So it can get very tricky. So when I actually like sat down and, you know, wrote out what I was feeling and why, I realized it wasn't past experiences that were making me feel like this. But let me tell you guys this though. So there was this one incident where we were talking on the phone, and I told him, I said, let me call you back, because I had to tend to my child, take care of my child, bathe him, and put him in the bed. I was like, I'm gonna call you back. He was like, okay. I called him back, no answer. So then he ended up calling me back maybe 10 minutes after that, and he was like, hey babe, I just broke my phone. I cannot see who calls me. I cannot see any text messages. I can't see anything. I'm going to get these people to come out, a 24-hour phone repair to come out and fix my phone. I was like, okay. And I can't remember what I was about to say after that, but I was like, okay, something. And he just hung up the phone. To me, that was weird, because as a woman, me analyzing it, I'm like, so if you can't see who called you and who texted you, if you can't see anything on your screen, how did you call me back? But then I'm thinking like, oh, maybe he could have Siri called back whoever just called me, or Siri who just called, you know what I'm saying? So it could go both ways. But that bothered me. Like, how did you know to call me back? How did you know it was me that called you if your phone broke, if you can't even see the screen? So little stuff like that, like, make me be like, And then he just hung up out the blue. The phone wasn't dead. Your screen was just broke. So that kind of like made me feel some type of way. And then he ended up calling me back like later on that night, but I didn't answer. But I never did bring that to his attention, because I don't know. I just try to keep things in and still analyze the person and observe more before I like bring what I'm feeling to the person. So I never did say anything. And then later on, we ended up hanging out. And one time we were hanging out, and y'all, I promise you guys, like, he was sitting next to me. Every time I would look at him, like, say this his phone. Every time I would look at him, he would like do that with his phone. Every time. And it's like, damn, I'm not even worried about what you doing on your phone, or who you texting, or what site you on. I'm looking at you to either look at you because you're fine or you're handsome, or I'm looking at you to ask you a question. But like, every time I would look at him, he'd be like, you know what I'm saying? That brought more sneaky vibes to me, and I just cannot settle with sneaky vibes. So I had to just like let him go for the sake of my sanity, because he is somebody, I mean, he has taught me the type of guy that I do want in my life, the type of guy that I, you know, that will come in my life and will be my man, because he's very charming. He's a gentleman, very polite, very well spoken, you know, very educated, has a awesome career, a business owner. So he has qualities that I do want in my life, but I just cannot settle for sneaky vibes. I want to be able to be with somebody that I feel comfortable with, that feels comfortable with me. And there's other things that has transpired that has made me feel like he's just way too sneaky, something just not right, something's up with him, to the point where I just had to let him go. And I did not even tell him, y'all, I have not even told him these things of like why I cut him off. Because he's sneaky, I never felt comfortable to tell him how I felt. Because if you being sneaky with certain things, I just can't trust you with my feelings. I can't trust you with my thoughts. So I just told him, like, I've never felt comfortable to tell you how I felt when something was bothering me. So I let me not speaking up, I let that stuff build up. And now that it has built up to a point where I can't even with you no more because I'm over it. And that's really unhealthy when you're working towards a relationship, because you should want to talk to the person you're with or dating and let them know what's bothering you right then and there, so y'all can, you know, find a solution and move on. But with him, I just didn't do that. I just let things build up to the point where it's like, okay, I'm out. Peace. You know what I'm saying? So to me, sneaky vibes are just red flags, because I don't want to continue something and not listen to my intuition, and then something happened later on down the line and I'm so invested in this relationship to the point where I get hurt really bad because I done invested my emotions and everything into this, and I should have listened to my intuition a long time ago. I'm that type of person. But I do know there's things I need to work on. Like, I know I need to work on speaking up more when something is bothering me versus just being quiet about it and moving on. But I don't know, you guys, because like a part of me feel like that's kind of the safe route to go. I feel like dating somebody and they're doing stuff that bothers me, I'm typically the type of person that just will see it and note it and move on. And then I'll just keep, you know, dealing with this person till I just no longer can deal with them. And I kind of feel like that's the safe route, and that's how I protect myself, because like me cutting him off after really investing some time into him, I'm not even hurt. I don't even care. And that's and I really, the thing is, I really did like him. Like, I really did. I really did want to date him. I really did want to be in a relationship with him eventually. I really could see myself building something with him. But when it come down to it, if I cannot trust you, if you giving me sneaky vibes, I just can't trust it, and I just cannot move forward with it. Because me feeling like this, there's honestly nothing I don't think he can do that can change my feelings besides give me that phone. Give me a phone. You just give me a phone. Because until you do that, I don't think I can ever trust you. I don't think I can ever, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, I have dealt with guys before where I didn't even feel the need to ask them, let me go through your phone. Because I don't think nobody should go through people's phones. But if I can't trust you, and if you really want me, I think you need to give me that phone. But nah, I didn't go through his phone, y'all. I just like let the situation go. And I just moved on, and I'm just chilling right now. I do still want to date. But I'm not out here just searching. I'm not out here looking for it. I just rather it just come to me. You know, I rather God place the perfect man in my life and we just ride off in the sunset or something like that. But yeah, so basically, I don't know what you guys think. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about me not speaking up and just cutting him off? My intuition was just too strong. I was having a voice telling me something not right. It's just the way he would move, the way he would act, the way he would do certain things would really make me feel uncomfortable and make me just feel like he's just somebody I just don't think I would be able to trust. He's somebody I just don't feel comfortable trusting, telling him how I feel, my emotions, letting him hold my heart. He was just somebody like that. Even though he was the perfect guy, it was just something about him that just made me feel like it's something just not right here. So, sneaky vibes, red flag for me. But I don't know, get in them comments, let me know how you feel. Like, do you guys speak up if something bothering you? And then another reason why I don't like to speak up when it comes to dealing with men is because when you speak up about things, sometimes they take it as you're annoying. You're barking. you're stressing them out, you know? That's why a lot of times I don't like to speak up and say how I feel. I'd rather just observe, note, and move on. Cause it's hard, y'all. It's hard talking to men. Well, let me not say that. It's hard talking to some men. Cause some men that are just not mature enough mentally yet, when you are voicing your opinion, voicing your feelings, they take that as you're stressing them out and they can't handle that. Like, it's just too much. You're too emotional. So some men are just not capable of handling that yet. And I guess I won't even know because I didn't even express myself to him. But that's that, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. If you guys have a topic you want me to talk about, get in them comments and drop it down below, and we'll talk about it in the next Girl Let's Talk, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.